Does it hurt Elias? The boys guys gonna know the girl is softly how you're a terrible I regret blah 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 without permission to die from messable as you can. I was watching stars right as the boy literally had no because first girl. The game just started before I can start the recordings now. Everything's happening. Maybe she'll share a secret or two. The boy helped with that faint hope in mind. Boy could ask another question. Do you think you can tell me what you think about when you look at these stars? Boy has an intuition. Like how long you hear his mother tell him she wasn't looking at the stars. Well, it's the girl. No, the boy himself. Yet the girl. His attachment to the girl could be everyone's emotions. Ugh. Words are happening way faster than I can read them. Then what are you looking at for as the boy forced himself to speak through the excruciating pain experience? Possibility, repeated the boy. Possibility of all, for all of us to realize how powerless we really are. What I look for among those stars. It's possible for compassion out of a girl. Large tears can swell, drop from her eyes as... this world doesn't end at the borders of this country. Well, people need to encounter something much bigger than themselves to fully understand. Okay. True compassion. I didn't hit start. The game just started. This world will understand someday. Okay. Cool. Can I talk now? Are you done? Okay. So, Fault Milestone 1. I've heard about this game before. I've seen it before, never played it or seen other people play it. It's supposed to be pretty good. I'll try to finish this. I don't know how long it is. Occurs to me that I probably could have just looked that up. Yeah, let me look that up real quick. Okay, so according to the VNDB, Visual Novel Database, this is a short game, which means it's somewhere between 2 and 10 hours long. So I can probably finish it. So it's like it might be the same length as Finding Paradise was. Maybe a bit longer. Or shorter even, who knows. It's probably going to be all text though with no gameplay. Because it's made in Visual Novel Maker. In time of war, humankind's discovered mana, a natural occurring energy source at Long Paul. A hunter could use pyrocrevy to kill and cook their catcher quarry, and apothecary could use aqua. They also exhibit mana crib, which were hereditary, unique to certain individuals. So there's mana, there's different types of mana. Cool. Why is this the long one? The path down. The path down uses mana as a medium to transfer the memories and experience of the present ruler to the future heir to the throne. Humankind will deem that those in possession of hereditary mana crib to be monarchs. The propagation of the old king's wisdom through path down was evidence enough to cement the country's reputation as formidable mana crib monarchy. Ugh. Centuries ago, hellbent on expanding their sphere of influence. The mana crib's monarchs started the period of exploration. Even the great seas were no match for their ambitions. Popular survival drove one monarchy to expansion. Stagnant economy and the reason for another. Ambition drew many others. For the few mana crib monarchies, in the present day, the development of mana facilitated communication revolutionized and already altered world. People were no longer restricted by the pace of couriers to carry written messages. Long-distance communication became accessible by the masses. Education now became abundant. Secularism grew in popularity among the general public. Enlightenment was abundant in this new area ushered forth by Comcraft. Renowned pacifist kingdom, but sign of it is further prevailed from a character's convenience. Tragedy which would only end peace that was established over 60 years ago. Oh, that's blood flying across the screen. Willkommen to Rukas. Chapter 1, Galvanize. Rugenheid Castle, passageways to Sky Terrace. Sparks continued to dance in the air as small silhouette ascended the spiral staircase. First, to the Sky Terrace! Right at the front line of the assault, reaching the Sky Terrace of the roof of the castle was a young girl, no more than 12 or 13 years old. Years of age, whatever. She quickly scans her surroundings and gets into a defensive posture, which for some reason, girl is saying that. Holding her breath, she surveys the area for a while. According to her prior intelligence, the Sky Terrace was completely deserted. Except for one. Path down successor of the country of Rugenheid, Sophie Rugenheid. Show yourself, you know there's nowhere for you to hide now. The girl's shout reverberated throughout the empty terrace. There's no one around, but she maintained her guard. These were the actions of someone who's done it a countless number of times. She moved towards the center of the Sky Terrace, her efficient, almost mechanical movements betraying her appearance of having a dainty, petite figure. Is there really no one here? Maybe the intel was wrong? Xian, can you hear me? Xian, if you can hear me, respond. In the middle of a fight? No one's here. The girl lets her guard down, and at that moment, takes a deep, long breath. Further in the terrace was a balcony that also functioned as a viewing deck of sorts. It was designed to overlook the town around the castle, and there a large wooden dining table was situated in the middle of it. The table was furnished with an ornately woven tablecloth. It was surrounded with heavily solid wooden chairs, and atop it were numerous intricately made ornaments. The table and all its amenities were works of art. Every object, from the dining table to the decorations strategically placed throughout the Sky Terrace, screamed of wealth. Something crosses the girl's mind. She sets the chair at the head of the table upright and sits her small frame onto it. For a moment, she is taken aback by it all. It is truly the height of luxury. The impressive scenery from the head of the table is something she couldn't even imagine seeing, having grown up in such meager circumstances. Hee. Slam! In display of terrible manners, she rests both her feet on the table and reclines against the chair, slowly closing her eyes. She couldn't help but laugh at the disparity between this situation and the place where she had grown up. Whose seat was this? Under what lucky star would you have to be born under to be granted the privilege to seat yourself on a chair like this? Well, not that it mattered. This chair was now no one's. No one's. Just like how this crumbling castle was to be no one's as well. I'm sure it'd feel wonderful if I could have a meal on a table like this. From the balcony created to look upon the town below, the girl gazes at the townscape set ablaze. A perfect view, just perfect. This is just stupid. After her rather mindless soliloquy, she gets up off her seat. Then, another girl appeared from the door that she had broken through earlier. Miss Mariachelle. The girl dressed as Mariachelle waved her hand in a yo pose, as if joking. Coco, you like chair? Sitting? The same girl posed a question to her partner in a rather broken speech. No, not really. As always, she doesn't have a shred of tension in her, so Coco thought, keeping it to herself. Mariachelle. In terms of age, she and Coco were not far apart. In contrast to Coco's rather belligerent look, she looked to be a sweet little girl who had no place in a miserable battlefield like this. However, a great many have been deceived by her innocent looks. Their blood that now stained her dress certainly stood out. I'm surprised you could just walk around like that with all this going on. An imaginary question mark appeared atop Mariachelle. She didn't understand why Coco was so astonished. No reason to rush. Of course you rush. You'd walk around with all this going on. It was weird. The castle was filled with the smell of blood and smoke. The screams and explosions continued to roar throughout. Despite the cacophony going on around them, Mariachelle simply stood there, oblivious to it all. Already, almost done. No point running. Well, it's true, but... Coco was at a loss for words when faced with that simple retort. She... not here? No, she's not. Can we even rely on Xian's info? Xian. Reliable. Even if wrong. We follow. Sister's borders. You mean orders? Orders. Unflinching. Rather than communicating with words, she struck the same hand-waving pose from earlier. That is well Mariachelle's way of expressing herself. Still, if they aren't here, where could they be? I'm pretty sure we searched everywhere. Plan B. Manual search? Ugh, what a pain. The sheer size of this place makes my head spin. Heh heh. Funny face. Oh, leave me alone. Fine, plan B then. Let's stick to the plan and take one wing each. I'll be on the east wing. What's wrong? We look, yes? Won't dispel shadow soldiers? I'll be fine. There's only 150 of them. We've already taken care of most of their rear line soldiers, so I doubt we'll run into anyone troublesome. What is it? Overconfidence. Your weakness. Her voice was soft, but her words carried weights. Everything going too well. Don't forget that. I won't. Coco unconsciously stands at attention. Nothing wrong, and being careful. That's all. How scary. She suddenly flips in serious mode and all. Other people probably won't understand this sudden change in Mary Shell's attitude. Putting thoughts and emotions into words is a weak point of hers. Logical, seeing that she only just recently began remembering her vocabulary. However, even though her vocabulary is lacking, she is in no way unintelligent or unable to grasp the situation at hand. Coco, being her partner, understood this very well. Hello, Coco, can you hear me? Ah, Shen, yeah, I hear you. What's going on there? Are you done fighting? There forward downwards has all been committed. As long as people don't suddenly start raining down from the sky, no one else should be able to get into the castle. Oh, and get a load of this? Really, the last two guys I just killed, they are such pushovers, it kind of ruined the moment. Like I'd get more of a thrill from dreaming in an afternoon nap. Coming from someone who personally said she'd just keep guard, can't really complain if you didn't volunteer to head up the front lines out instead. So how are things going on your end? Alright, this place is totally empty. You got some explaining to do here. You sure the princess is in the Sky Terrace? Absolutely. If she's in around the balcony, then she's got to be somewhere on the top floor. Look harder, why don't you? Looking around is a huge pain. It's so tiring. You sure are lazy for someone so dumb. I don't want to hear that from someone who volunteered to shore up our defenses. Oh, quit complaining. Just get to looking. We're already on the home stretch. Get off my back. Really though, this whole thing sure was a breeze, eh? Roxanne's the center of the alliance and all. Is it supposed to fall this quickly, this easily? Well, Miss Melon's planned out this much, and she's even taking part in it too. Well, let's be honest here, it's probably mostly because of the latter than anything else. What, you mean we all could have gotten this far without the help of the Shadow Soldiers? No, that's not it. Sorry, Miss Melano, I bet she could probably take down an entire country or two. If I had to describe her with a single word, it'd be cheater. You've got a point. Anyways, I'll get back to committing the entire castle's interior. Good luck with the search. Yes, you. To Miss Michelle and Xian, why isn't there anyone who's feeling any more tense than I am? And now I've totally lost my drive too. Damn it. Just she finished her call. Huh? Coco's staff was made from metal alloy. It was made to prioritize lightness, but metal is still metal. A swing from any old sword would certainly nick it, but there was no way it could slice through it so cleanly. What was that? There's something stuck to the wall. An invisible knife. Blade of ice, or perhaps some kind of illusion using craft. In any case, it doesn't change the fact that there was some kind of unknown threat. Who goes there? Show yourself! Out from darkness emerged yet another girl. One of their retainers, perhaps. She was wearing a formal-looking outfit with her entire body wrapped in a purple cloak. However, what first caught Coco's attention was the badge shining brightly on her collar. That badge served as proof of the individuals ranked as a crafter. Duel. There's a 2. And I did not zoom that in. That did it automatically. The title of Duel Crafter is only granted to those who have mastered 2 of the 4 types of mana, Pyro, Aqua, Terra, and Aero. But the girl standing before Coco could not have been more than 20 years of age. She was likely in her late teens. To become a dual crafter at 19 years of age was quite a remarkable feat. Ritona Regavasta. She is the last descendant of the Regavastas who have served as the royal family's guardians generation upon generation, but Coco had no way of knowing that. Where'd you come from? What is your objective? Why are you going after Princess Delphine? Huh? Let's just get one thing straight here. One thing. This attack of ours is completely in our control. Whether you all live or die, that's up to us to decide. Do you understand? The only thing you can do is stare back at us and answer every question we got. Oh, well, if you want to die, then that's another story. Very well. Ah, right, seeing as how you're dressed, that means you're one of the servants here, right? You happen to know where Selfina's? And what if I do? Serious? Alright, I'll cut you the deal. You tell me where she is, and I won't kill you. I see. And if I say no? Oh, well, if you don't tell me, then I'll kill you. I suppose that makes things nice and simple, doesn't it? So that's what you're getting at. You've been trying to make a fool of me this entire time, haven't you? Right now, with the way things are going, are you just so scared that you've completely snapped? You're getting on my nerves. Talk smack to me one more time, and I'm seriously going to kill you. Princess. Huh? It's Princess Sylphine, you disrespectful brat. Ritonia had been trying to play cool and collected, but there was a slight rage in her eyes. I don't know what you wish to accomplish by attacking the royal family, but to address the princess of a country that was that way shows a complete and utter lack of respect. Such brazen behavior shows that you lack in morals as well. What? Enough talk. How about you? You only steer us into conflict regardless. So let me teach you rules of my own. Didn't you hear a single word I said? What, you want to fight me at a time like this? Or what, just because you're a duel, you think you can take anyone on? Are you an idiot? You have absolutely no common sense at all. A title like that doesn't mean squat outside of the Alliance. On guard. Whoa. This is... Glass sword. You're expecting me to fight me with one of those? So it is. What of it? You're nothing but a glass worker, an artisan crafter. You seriously think you can put up a fight with me? Enough, you little brat. You're nothing but talk. I swear, you've called me a little brat again and again. Stop treating me like a kid, or you're going to get what's coming to you. And I'm digging this music. Why isn't she talking? She's stalling for time. If I know who you are, but I don't have time to deal with the likes of some stupid artisan crafter. Clack, clack. As Coco continued to scream in a tougher voice, she knocked the tip of her staff against the ground, causing a triangle just large enough for a human to appear just beneath Ritonia's feet. What? Hang on, water. Oh man. A range attack, so she's not a battlecrafter. I'll kill you with a single hit! Die! Triangle incineration. Oh. Bless! In split seconds, a column of fire roars out from the triangle towards the ceiling. Too slow! Oh, that was Ritonia. Huh? Ritonia circles around the Coco's rear and makes contact with Coco's back. The next moment, Coco dashes away with all her might, trying to put as much distance between her and Ritonia. She quickly checks her back to assess the wound, but... Huh? It isn't cut. The sensation of her spine getting sliced into slowly fades away. What just... Coco understood that very moment. Ritonia's sword isn't some decoration or a fake weapon. But it is, in fact, a real weapon, a strange and highly dangerous one. Transidian. That's what this sword is made out of. Transidian. It's a material said to hold the sharpest edge in the entire world. Of course I know that. Shut up. But the way Transidian breaks off is too uncontrollable. They say it's too dangerous and impossible to forge in the weaponry. Only if it's naturally occurring. But I've already applied some level of processing to the Transidian I create. I can freely control this material. Are you stupid? You can make something so complex like Transidian, then why don't you just stick to something tougher and easier to use like metal? Metal, glass. As long as it can cut through anything, then who cares? Making even less sense now. Hell, why is some artisan like you even fighting with a sword in the first place? You still haven't realized, a little slow on the uptake I see. I'm a battlecrafter. Ritonia leaps off the ground. Just getting close, no need to keep my distance. Shadow soldiers! The shadows from the staff stretch and dark silhouettes of soldiers began to crawl from the ground. 3, 4 of them. Suddenly, Ritonia was surrounded on all sides. What the? Shadow soldiers? She can summon them at will? So she's the one who created the shadow soldiers who attacked the castle. Careful everyone, that girl's really fast and her sword's super sharp. And don't get anywhere near the commit area. Coco then raised her staff, generating what seemed to be waves of mana in the air. The mana glowing in the air then went straight to the dark soldier's hands. Pyro Terra Forge Chains! She again knocks her staff against the ground twice, causing the glowing mana that had been floating in the air to materialize into chains. First, I'm going to tie you down. Now! Ha ha ha! Now you're trapped! You and your stupid acrobatics, this is the end for you! Coco and the Shadow Soldiers had Ritonia tied up in chains, surrounded. And then... Pentagram Incineration! Coco using her staff and the soldiers using their jet black swords all slammed the ground at once. A small glowing point appeared with light racing across them to draw a large pentagram beneath Ritonia's feet. Bless! The pillar of light disperses. A triangle-shaped burn mark was on the ceiling. Beside it was a much larger star-shaped hole with a night sky and the full moon in full view, shining brightly. Aha! Ahaha! I burned her into nothing but ashes! Huh? What's wrong with you guys? The Shadow Soldiers didn't budge a single inch, leaving her perplexed. Then she realized. Just so you know, depending on how you handle Transidian, you can even cut through steel. The Shadow Soldiers are vanishing! Which means that as long as you cut them down, then you can still defeat them. No way, some kind of glass that's to cut through steel? That's cheating! Something doesn't add up here. You're no battlecrafter, are you? The triangle pentagram attacks certainly weren't lacking in power, especially the second one. Had I taken the brunt of the blast, it's likely to be nothing more than ash by now. But the activation, your bless, takes far too long. And then it takes that long would be completely unusable for battle, no matter how strong it is. Your style of fighting at a distance. Why do you persist with such strange tactics? Shut up. If it works, then who cares? Damn it. Her hand gripping her staff begins to quiver, frustrated at the turn of events. Why is someone this strong just wandering the castle? Well, in any case, I suppose you understand now you have no chance of winning. I'm not at all disposed to fighting. If at all possible, I'd prefer to settle conflicts with dialogue, but are you going to listen? The feeling of the sword slowly fades away. Huh? Coco is flabbergasted at Ritonia's disappointment of a statement. Then, here's something else, you know that? Coco realizes something. That she had the upper hand. That Ritonia will ultimately not attack her. She sneers at Ritonia's invitation. Yeah. Coco uses all her might striking Ritonia with her staff. We made a complete mess of your country, your hometown, and you want to talk? You frickin' moron! Indeed, this is not the time nor the place to exercise Rukan's pacifist views. Ritonia understood that clearly. She could more than easily have taken Coco's head if she wanted to. Even after getting her to her back twice, not once did she attack. Ritonia herself had resisted the urge to take her life. The overwhelming difference in their strength was absolutely meaningless in the face of Ritonia's greatest weakness. You have nothing on me. When it comes to combat, I am clearly head and shoulders above you. And here you are, still struggling desperately against me. Who's the fool now? This is seriously pissing me off. You think you're so high and mighty? You're telling the person who killed your friends, your comrades, that you just want to talk? Hey, tell me. Is it so wrong to take a life if it means protecting someone you can't live without? What? Hey, answer me. What's the difference between me and you? For just a moment. Ritonia was shaken for a moment by Coco's ruse, and had lost concentration. She wasn't the type to make that kind of mistake. Not in the slightest. Unbelievable. Indeed. Even if Ritonia had no intent on taking someone's life, she would never slip and let her attention waver from the battle. Someone must have been toying with her for that moment. Someone right behind her. Commit breaker. What? The sword in Ritonia's hand scattered into tiny fragments. The commit, did the ratio in the mana change all of a sudden? When? Let me introduce you. This is my partner on the battlefield, Miss Mary Shaw. Mary Shaw strikes her pose once again. Coco, make new shadow soldiers? Yeah, that's what I said. Should dispel. New soldiers. balance is bad. I'm sorry. Why? What'd you just do? Huh? Destroyed. Commit? Commit breaker. Don't be absurd. Huh? The moment Retonia understood the current situation, she shudders. Coco's craft are powerful, but take a while to bless. And partner who compensates for that. The perfect combination. She will get killed, because she took too long. Because even when given the chance, she didn't kill Coco. Milady, please get down on the ground. Okay. Retonia's signal of the glass wall and the edge of the room shatters. Glass which bent light and served as optical camouflage. Selphine had been hiding the entire time, and now she was exposed. Huh? Selphine? So fast. What's with Amanda here? Maybe this is shift? A shift. Selphine, please close your eyes for a moment. A vortex of wind surrounds Retonia and Selphine. Coco, get out, now! The next moment... What? Huh? Hey, just... What? What the heck? They... vanished?